Today I wanted to talk about 4711, one of the oldest colognes in the world. And I talked about it in the last video. Here is the bottle that I have. Here is the bottle that I have. I did mention it in the last video. And I wanted to film this because, as you can see, I have barely anything left. So I just wanted to film this before I run out. That's what I try to do. I try to film a video before I run out of a sample or a perfume. So probably next we're gonna talk about this is a teaser for the next video, I think. Almost over as well. I kind of hated it in the beginning, now I love it. So as I said, this is one of the oldest colognes there is, and that is actually why it's called this. It was made in Cologne, Germany, or Cologne in English, I guess. They say that this was made in 1792, so 200 something years ago. I have another perfume set from a brand that also claims to have the oldest cologne, and this brand is Santa Maria Novella. I have their little... Can it focus on this thing? Okay, it's a very nice presentation. I have their Discovery set, and I'm pretty sure that this brand also claims to have one of the first colognes. And here, immediately, they are talking about their brand. Immediately, they mention their brand being from like 1200, 1221. How the fuck do you say that? 1221. Year 1221. So this one is like 800. This brand has a lot of perfumes as well, and they claim that they made the first cologne. I'm sure there is 5 more brands that claim that as well. We can't really check. It's like Creed and how they say that they've been making perfumes for a million years, but you can't really find bottles that are even older than 50 years. So also for this, I surprisingly liked everything in this Discovery set. I really like this brand now. And look forward to like 8 videos about this. So how did I find out about this? I just saw a lot of videos before talking about this, and like I think there was a challenge video where they talked about wearing the oldest perfume. Also, every drugstore and every apothecary has this. I've seen this so many times. And here in Netherlands, there's this store Kruidvat. It's like a chain, and they always have this. I smelled it at the store. I don't know why, I kind of hated it at the first spray, but then I returned home and I still smelled it, which is also apparently weird because some people say that this is gone in 10 minutes. To me, it's gone like an hour, 2 hours, so definitely longer than 10 minutes, because some people say that they just use it to like refresh themselves and then it's gone immediately. But I do have to say that this is very refreshing, and what I really liked is that the lavender note is what I think stayed on my skin when I returned home. I really enjoyed that, and I want to discover more lavender scents. But let's spray this. This is probably like one of the last sprays in this. The atomizer is not the best, but this was like 8 euros, so... And this is like one of the most expensive per milliliter, but I just really liked the small bottle. I find it, like the design is very nice. I don't really like the big round bottles or like 800 milliliter bottles. This is very fresh. This is like one of those perfumes that I want to spray on myself when I just don't really want a perfume, but then I want to smell fresh and nice. If that makes sense. This is very... it's dark, it's middle of the night right now, but I still feel refreshed, and I understand that point of this, that it's like a little refresher, but it does stay on my skin for a while. There's definitely citrus here, but I can't really say anything specific, because sometimes, like for example, I went to a store today and got a little sample of Bygard Instant. I can't read this. Uh, it's by Frederick Mall. Frederick Mall. I'm not sure. I actually forgot about who this is by, but I'll put it here. This costs like 200 euros, but it does smell really good. It smells like lime. I really do love my citruses. I think citrus is probably my favorite note in perfumes. I don't know. It's so simple. I just want to smell fresh, and one of my favorite perfumes is like 10 euros as well. So I don't know if I can justify spending 200 euros on Frederick Mall. I'll try it. I'll see how it goes. I'll make a video about it. But I have some of my favorite perfumes. This is one of my favorite perfumes actually. It's by This is by L'Herbalario. I can't fucking pronounce it. This is by L'Herbalaria. This is by L'Herbalaria, which is an Italian cosmetics brand, but they make perfumes. I definitely can recommend some of them. I used this up in like 2 weeks. There's 15 milliliters, so I want to get a full bottle. This by Monotheme, another Italian brand. I bought this because it was like 12 euros. I like the bottle, except for the cap. This one smells like lemons. This one smells like orange peels, and both of them are pretty cheap and just does smell natural. It doesn't really smell that fake to me. So I think it's pretty easy to have a good citrus fragrance without having to cost 200 euros. While I think there's a lot of gourmands, and while I think there's a lot of gourmands and a lot of like fruit and a lot of fruit-based fragrances, it's harder to make them good without very good ingredients, so it'll be more expensive. Talking about this, I think everyone, maybe if you're interested in perfumery, you should try this because it's just like a little historical piece. And I do think that this is probably a very good aftershave as a lotion or as like very refreshing. It's a burst of energy, but I'm not gonna buy a new one because I just don't think that this is special enough. I don't think that this is special enough for me to keep buying this. I know I used this all up in like less than a month, but I don't know. I like the lavender in this, I really do. I'm getting more of it right now already because citruses disappear pretty quickly off of this. I think that this is nice to try. I think this is pretty inoffensive. You can just put it, if you put it on your clothes, maybe it will smell a bit like longer, but it doesn't really have a lot of projection. It doesn't really have that good of longevity, even though it is not 10-15 minutes like a lot of people say, at least to me. I do understand why this stayed for so long. You know, it's been 200 years and this is still not cancelled. This is like a very easy dumb rich. Like that, I think that's why it's all used up, because I just, whenever I feel like just refreshing myself a bit, this. Don't have to think about it. It just smells, it's inoffensive, it smells nice. I do love my fresh scents. This does have a bit, so this is fresh, but this is not, this is fresh, but this is not fresh to me, not completely. It still has those notes. Maybe it's lavender that brings it a bit down. I don't even know. It's just very inoffensive. I can't really tell you a story about this. I would say shaving routine and just bathroom, but what I imagine is like bathroom from 50s maybe, not. I imagine bathroom back at home, not here in Netherlands where it's dark and rainy and it's cold. I imagine bathroom back in Cyprus where you feel very warm if you have if you open the window in the summer in the bathroom and you just shower it, you step out of the shower and then it's like warmer than it was in the shower. And I had like a big mirror in my bathroom, so like a panoramic thing. So you just like go to shave yourself and then you refresh and then you walk out of the bathroom and it's finally there is AC out there and you're refreshed. But it's like stepping into this warm bathroom in the summer and refreshing with this. And there should be tiles because, well, I think a lot of most bathrooms have tiles, but I always think of like my home back in Cyprus and Mediterranean style houses because they always have tiles everywhere, not just the bathroom. Here the floors are usually wooden. But yeah, I think this is definitely try this. Try it at the store. You can go to any little pharmacy or whatever, they probably have this along with, I actually don't even know what else do they have. No idea. This is like the only thing that stands out. Oh, I think like Guess and like those Tommy Hilfiger perfumes or Calvin Klein. Actually, Calvin Klein Obsession is in a lot of those types of stores, and I actually really like that perfume. So maybe there will be a video about that one as well at some point. Enough rambling, I'm gonna finish this video. This is good. It's not perfect. There are better perfumes and better fresh perfumes, but this is very cheap, very accessible. You can get it anywhere. You should try it. Do let me know if you use this. Maybe someone in your family used to use this, and because it's such an old perfume, it probably has history. I don't really have anyone in my family who uses this. I'm thinking now, like, who uses what in my family? My grandparents, my grandpa uses Dolce Gabbana, Blue, something. um, my grandma uses Burberry, like the one with a knight. My dad usually uses some Dior stuff. My mom has like a billion perfumes. That's where I got this obsession from. And also half of my samples as well I got from my mom. And even some of my perfumes I was like, oh, can I get this one? She was like, okay, sure. I feel like this was a very rambly video, so maybe I should follow like, maybe I should make a Q&A or whatever and just talk about this whole perfume YouTube part of perfume. I don't see this as a commercial thing. I'm not trying to become Jeremy Fragrance, but like there are so many people on this platform that talk about perfume that are just, I feel kind of sad for them because they just always making like those 10 recommendation videos, and you can tell that they're very bored of this and they don't want to film this anymore, but it became like a chore and their job. I don't know, don't want to do that. So I'm not gonna be doing 10 recommendations for autumn, 10 recommendations for Halloween, 10 perfumes that people compliment me on, 10 perfumes. I'm just gonna discuss whatever I'm trying at the moment because I like to try new perfumes. And as you might have noticed in my videos, I don't really try to go for something very popular. Just trying things that I actually am interested in. And the only thing that you can expect me to the only thing that you can expect me to actually talk about that is pretty popular is Versace Eros Energy, the new Versace fragrance. I want to try this. I went to the store today. They didn't have it. The lady at the counter said that they will probably have it next week. So I would be looking forward to that because I do really like citruses, as I said. And I do like Versace. I used to... Wait. I have this here. It was one of my first... this was one of my first perfumes, and I actually got interested in it. I got this as a gift. So Versace Eros Flame, whenever it was just released. And then it ended, and then I bought a new one. I have like half of it still. I bought like a 50 ml bottle. It just doesn't smell the same. I just don't really like it now. But I'm expecting... Everyone says that the energy one just smells like citruses, and people are complaining about that. I think that's cool, and I do actually really enjoy the presentation of Versace. I know it's like a bit all over the top, but I do like this whole gold and Medusa's thing and luxury, like obnoxious luxury. It works with this brand. I don't like when the brand makes everything about their little, like Louis Vuitton. They're stupid like LV, LV, LV. Like, I don't care. This is actually cool. It has like a Medusa. And it's gold, and it's like this Greek pattern. Of course, it's everywhere, but still. This is cool to me. I don't know why, but... Anyways, enough for today. Subscribe.